Hey, aloha everyone. So thank you so much for opening up this actions page. I'm going to go through the action steps, and yes, it's going to take time, but we got this, you guys. We have got this together. And I do have a place where people can put their name and the location on Earth that you live, so you can show the Hawaiian Islands, the people here, that you are standing up for what's right. Anybody can do this who has been harmed, which means emotionally as well. So if you're living across the world and you saw what happened in Lahaina, and you see the absolute tyranny and the criminality and the murder that happened on Maui, the attack on Maui, and that affected you, you can do this. You can send this affidavit. You can do exactly what we're doing here in America. So I just want to, I mean, if we get thousands of people to do this, that they're done. They're done, you guys. They're absolutely done. And we can do this everywhere. And it's really time. It's time for us each to step up and do our part. So let me just share my screen and show you guys how to stand up and what we can do. And again, this is going to take time, but we've got this. I've made it as easy as I possibly could. So the first part is to print out this is the affidavit of truth, declaration of truth to the governor. This is his address here. You put the date, and then you fill it. You basically copy this template into a Word or Pages that you can edit. So this one's not editable because I don't want anybody to change it. So copy and paste it, and then everywhere you see red, that's where you change it. However, you have to read this. You have to know that it's factual. You have to understand. You don't want to put anything in here that you do not personally know is factual. Okay, I wrote this out. I used the template from Jack and Margie Flynn, and then I added all of the laws, constitutional sections that the governor has violated. Okay, so that's what's in here. All of it. And it took me a while to do this, but it's worth it. Then here, if you want to put your testimony, you put it here. Add your testimony here. If this is really powerful, if you are in Lahaina, if you are in Maui, and you personally saw the police blocking you, this is really, really powerful. If you just want to say that you're across the world and you know, to see this tyranny and this murder of these people has affected you emotionally, you can put that here. So just make sure that you know factually that this is true. So you may want to look these up yourself, but at the very bottom of this it's 5 pages. You cannot sign it unless it's in front of a notary. So somebody who's going to notarize that you signed. You can get a free notary at your bank. Normally banks have a free notary. So you want to get that notarized. Then after you do that, you print it out, get it notarized, and then you want to send it registered mail or certified mail. I sent mine registered. It's a little bit more expensive. Excuse me. I think it's $10 to do certified. It was like $20 to do it registered, but that's what I did. I sent mine. And then if you, let me go back to here, and the next steps, that's step 1. And you want to wait. I'm sorry, you don't want to wait. You want to send the affidavit that you're sending to the governor. You want to send it to his entire cabinet that he elected. So here is a cover letter with every single one of the cabinet members' name and address. All you got to do is put your return address, or I'm going to change that to domiciled at, and that's your return address. Okay, so this return address, and let me read it to you. You are receiving this letter and a copy of the affidavit sent to the governor because you are a member of the governor's cabinet. Please be aware that the governor Green has violated the Constitution and perjured his oath of office numerous times. He's being asked to step down from office. You are being notified that you are required, and again, this is going to the governor's cabinet, required pursuant to your oath of office to stop and correct the unconstitutional actions committed by Governor Green under your watch and remove Governor Green from office. If you fail to act, then you support abet, condone Governor Green's actions committed under your supervision. Therefore, by your unconstitutional support of Governor Green and his unconstitutional actions, you have invoked the self-executing sections 3 and 4 of the 14th Amendment, thus have lawfully vacated your office and forfeited any benefits thereof, including salaries and pensions. And then it goes on to say, you are an elected official who has taken an oath to defend and support both the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of Hawaii. Please honor your oath of office. The last one is the original organic Constitution for the United States of America, circa 1787, as amended with the Bill of Rights in 1791, established the United States of America as a constitutional republic, and this Constitution as a supreme law of the land. The Constitution is superseded by nothing, which includes state laws, mandates, statutes, or other. So this goes, you can print this whole thing out. So again, you will need to copy and paste it. I highly recommend that before you print it out, you check the alignment. I had major issues because each one of these pages is different. It has a different cabinet member's name. So General of Department of Defense, this is Director of Transportation, and it goes on and on and on all the way. There's 21 of the governor's cabinet members. Each one gets that letter and gets a copy of the governor's affidavit. Now, you don't have to send them certified mail. You can send them regular mail, but if you do send them certified mail, it's going to be expensive. But if you do have the funds for that and you want to do that to make sure that they got it, that's great. Or you can just send it regular mail, but you do have to include the governor's affidavit so they can read for themselves what we're saying, that the governor has perjured his oath of office and violated the Constitution. So we do those two things. We send it to the governor, we send it to his administration, his cabinet. Then we wait 23 days because we said 15 days. I said 15 days in the affidavit, but we're giving them extra time. Then if you hear from them and they're not going to do anything, or you don't hear anything from them, then that's when we do the next step, which is, let me show you, share screen. Gotta share my screen here. Okay, so the next step is, where is it at? It is affidavit, non-rebuttal, sorry you guys, non-rebuttal. Here we go. The next step after that is a formal complaint. That's the next step. Anybody can do this with any state, by the way. This is how you do it. You send it to the United States Attorney for Hawaii is Claire Connors. That's for Hawaii. John Jordan is the Director of Law Enforcement. This is the best thing we have to a sheriff. If you have a sheriff, that's who you want to send this to. You want to send it to your sheriff, State Attorney General, who actually she already received one, but I'm just gonna follow the steps from Margie and Jack Flynn. I'm sending it to 2 prosecuting attorneys, the one in Honolulu and the one in Maui. So I'm sending it to them as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people also get the formal complaint. And so you just click here for the formal complaint. And then you again copy and paste this into Word or Pages so you can edit it. And I need to be using Google, but I'm not. You just do it as it says. This is the formal complaint. This is from Jack and Margie Flynn. And this is exactly what we want to send them. So after 23 days, if not hearing back or hearing back and they're not going to do anything, we send this notarized again. We have to get it notarized. So that means that you will notarize each one of these. So each one goes to, they can't be copied. They have to be notarized separately. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notarized letters of formal complaint letters. Then you add the affidavit to the governor. You add the affidavit that you sent to the governor. You add it with the formal complaint so they can read what it is that you're saying the governor is not compliant with. And sorry, it's a time of day that I get really a lot of shade here. Okay, so that's the next step. Then we wait another 23 days. So put an alarm on your phone. And then we take them, we sue them. We're going to end up suing the entire state of Hawaii, all of them, because if they're not going to stand up for the Constitution, they need to all be removed from office. And we do this in a peaceful way. We do this because this is the right of the people. This is the right of Americans. This is our kuleana. This is what is ours to do. It's our obligation, and it is our responsibility, because we are the government. You guys, the people are the government, not these officials who keep doing all these laws. They're not the government. We are, and we stand up when they are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and we go all the way through. So we're gonna do it. That's what we're gonna do. So let me go ahead and finish off with showing you guys I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna put in Stand Together Hawaii, because it gives me Stand Together Hawaii. Okay, so this is Stand Together Hawaii. Please join our email list, because I am going to send this in an email. I'm clicking on action. This is where the video is going to be. It's going to be right up here. So step 1, and then if you want to add your name of who's completed this action, you can do that. I'm going to put this in action step 1 and step 2. I do not know why it looks like this. Oh, I know why now. Okay, that will be gone. I know why that's there now. I was like, why is that there? Now I know why it's there. Okay, so this is what you do. Wait, and then we file a case. If you have a state and you're just like, I want to do this, click on that template. It'll show you how to do it. You can, for more instructions on the video with Margie and Jack Flynn, they go really deeply into this process. That's the class. There's a whole class you can sign up for. If you have questions on this, please email Jack and Margie, not me, because I'm not an expert. I'm just following what their steps are. Join our email list. Then action number 2, we're going to do the exact same thing, but for the Maui City Council. This is the affidavit that I created for the Maui City Council. And it's basically, you want to make sure again that this is all true by you. So you put your full name and where you live here. You take away all the red before you print. And then toward the bottom, you can do your testimony. These are all of the laws that they have violated for the Constitution. And then I also added on here, you can add your personal testimony here, but I also added where, because they have, anyway, I added one thing here that was really cool, and I can't find it right now, so that's all right. Oh, here it is, about them telling this out. So these people, the Maui City Council, numerous people said, do not do this. They did not stand up for the people and did what the people wanted, because they felt pressure to approve or lose funding. That's fraud, you guys. That is absolutely fraud. It's a dereliction of duty and malfeasance in office. It violates the Constitution, and they perjured their oath of office. So that's also in here. I added that, which I'm really glad about. So then what you do is you do the exact same steps for the Maui City Council. There is going to be a link in action number 2 for the Maui City Council that you copy the cover letter, and you copy the affidavit that goes to all the city councils, and we're going to send it to all of the Maui government officials, so they see what is being said to the Maui City Council, that they do have an affidavit of truth, again, and that they have perjured their oath of office. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. By the time this video goes up, you'll probably see it. But those are the steps, okay? So now step 1, governor affidavit, and then step 2, or action 2, is the Maui affidavit. This is going to take some time. It's going to take some effort. You got to print things out. You got to go to the bank, get them notarized. You got to go to the post office and put a stamp on it, or give it certified mail. If you absolutely do not have the funds, just get it in the mail, okay? Just get it in the mail. It's okay. Just do the best you can. And then that's all I'm doing. I'm a fitness trainer. I just was like, I got to do something. And I started doing something. And now I'm here doing this. So it's up to the people. Can you imagine if we had like 200,000 people that did this? They'd be done. So we can do this, and we can do this for Maui, and then once we do this for Maui and we get Maui situated and we get the whole islands of Hawaii situated, let's do it for the next state. Let's do it for the next state. Let's do it for the next state. Let's make Stand Together Hawaii be Stand Together America. You know, that's where I'm at with all of this. So I just want to send you guys so much love and appreciation for those of you who are going to say, yeah, Michelle, I'm with you. Those people were incinerated. Children were incinerated, burned alive, alone, and not on my watch. They're going to get away with this. No way. Just pray. And I actually don't like to say pray. And there's a reason why. I'm not going to go into my religious beliefs, but I want to call it, let's call it in. Great Spirit, infinite intelligence of all things, you are running the tides in the ocean. You're beating our hearts. You're breathing our bodies. Yeah, you know what's going on. You see it. You're the one who made this game for us to come play, because in truth, in reality, nobody really dies. Nobody really. This is just a moment, a brief moment in time, and each one of us having a human experience and an emotional expansion for our spirits to return back to love, and to have the bravery and courage to know that we are each one of us guided, and we're always kept safe. And we get to watch as things unfold, that as each one of us takes one step toward what is right, that the light flickers on again, and another light and another light and another light, and the darkness cannot stand in the light. Great Spirit, we know that. And we just know that these islands are free and sovereign and in harmony with all people. And we just ask that the frequency of hope and the frequency of truth and the frequency of justice, that prevail right now in each one of our hearts. And that each person that is called to take action and to do what is right, not what is easy, because this definitely isn't easy, but to do what is right, because it's our calling, because it's ours. That is exactly what is ours to do right now. So we just send each person right now who takes a step forward so much appreciation and gratitude and inner strength and light, knowing that they are kept safe and that they are on purpose. And we know that this frequency of standing up is really wrapping around the planet with Germany. We know it's in Ukraine and in Russia and Israel and Palestine. And we know it's in China. We know it's in Australia, and it's in Africa, and it's in New Zealand, and it's on the mainland. It's in Canada and Mexico. And we know it's around on the Hawaii Islands. And we know it is done. So we give so much gratitude and appreciation for getting to watch as things unfold, as these government officials who have known and are on the agenda for having helped or facilitated or in some way are holding people not accountable for the murder and attack on Maui, that is over with, that they are being held accountable, and they're either voluntarily leaving office or peaceably being removed from office and being held accountable. And we know that that is done. So Great Spirit, we just give you so much gratitude for this adventure that we're on, this absolute journey. And we know that all people are kept safe and all people matter. And so it is. So I just send you guys so much love and appreciation from the Big Island. And please add your name. I want to see who does this. Let's stand for Maui. Much aloha.